Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter number 3, that is web services and mobile technology. So there are different web services which we use on a daily basis, and there are different mobile technologies also which has become a part of our daily life. So first thing we will see here, it is online chatting or online chat. This online chat or the term online chat refers to communication by sending text or audio messages. If you are sending some text message in WhatsApp or some audio messages again through WhatsApp or any other messaging, then that is online chatting, that which happens actually live. Okay, so that is online chatting. Then user can type a text message, record a voice and press the enter key. Then the message immediately appears on the receiver's computer. Here it is written computer, but we can say in that person's mobile phone, and permitting typed conversation. So just like a live conversation when we talk with someone face to face, the same way online chatting we already know you have already used. So I think it is clear to you what is online chatting. Means a live conversation through a text or through a audio is known as online chat. So there are three different types of chat, namely instant messaging, ICQ and IRC. So first, instant messaging is one of the most popular forms of chat. Mostly instant messaging in between two people, although most IM softwares can handle group chats. When you first start out instant messaging, you have to choose a name that people see you as. Means you have to select a name. In WhatsApp also you have to select a name. If that person name is not saved, you can see that with his phone number or her phone number there is another name, that is a name given by that particular person. So here instant messaging has been the definition has been written on the basis of previous messaging apps or services. Before Instagram or before WhatsApp there were other messaging services. So there when you means you have to chat using your Gmail or using your email ID, and you have to give some name. You can give any name, and using that name that person starts chatting. And earlier there were like Yahoo gave one application. I don't remember exactly the name of that application, but that application you have to log in, you have to select a chatting room. Means on basis of your interest, suppose you love sports, you have to join a room that has people who love sports, so same interest people can talk in that chat room. That was instant messaging. Next, ICQ, or it is also pronounced as ICQ, is a useful free communication program as it allows you to chat, send file, send URL, send more to anyone else with ICQ. So when you download ICQ or assign an ICQ number, everyone has different ICQ number, unique number, which is similar to a unique identity number. Two or more people have the same nickname, but no two people using ICQ have the same ICQ number. Just like phone number, two people might have same name but they cannot have same phone number. So ICQ had used the same technology. To contact someone on ICQ, we use both ICQ hash and a nickname, so they won't accidentally contact someone else with the same nickname. So ICQ and instant messaging both are now available in our WhatsApp. Next is IRC, that is Internet Relay Chat, is not owned by any company. To use IRC, you need IRC program. For example, shareware program MIRC if you are using Microsoft Windows. IRC has many networks that can completely separate from one another. Some popular networks include Undernet, EFNet and DALNet. So these are the different networks which are used by IRC. If you want to chat, you need to log on to a server that provides chat instant message facility, for example yahoo.com, google.com. So these were earlier messaging services which I already told you. So you have to log in with your email ID and password. After that you have to join any chat room, then you can chat with those people. So nowadays this thing does not exist because technology is changing at very fast way. What technology was used during our time, that is around 2007, 2008, 2010, those technology just after 10 years right after 2017 2018, everything has changed. Again in near future also this thing will change very fast. Like from our time to your time, it took almost 10 years to change all these different type of apps, but in your time it won't take 10 years, it will take less time, maybe 5 years or 4 years. After 5 years or 4 years you will see there will be some different technologies used for conversation. Okay, then video conferencing or video conferencing also, you know, these facilities are nowadays it is already in WhatsApp. You can conference, you can talk with more than 4 friends now. Earlier it was only 4 people could talk through WhatsApp video conferencing, but now more than 4 people can talk. And also you have heard about Zoom application. Zoom is very famous during this lockdown. Many people have started working from home. They did all these meetings and all through Zoom app. So video conferencing has become very popular during, you can say it's 2020 will be a like a benchmark where people have started using technology more. So in video conferencing there are 2 types of video conferencing, that is point to point video conferencing. Here it involves real time communication between multiple people in 2 different locations. If 2 people are there in 2 different locations, then it will be point to point video conferencing. Multi-point video conferencing involves real time communication between various people in 3 or more different locations. So if only 2 people talks, then it will be point to point. If more than 2 people are talking, then it will be multiple video conferencing. Then types of video conferencing system. There are 2 types of system. First is dedicated system. Dedicated video conferencing system works to streamline the video conferences process by incorporating all necessary equipment. So all the equipments in here, in first picture you can see all whatever equipments are required, like a webcam, then speaker, then microphone, everything is means it is inbuilt. So in that small box everything is included. So that will be dedicated system. In desktop system you have to collect every hardware one by one. Like you have to collect video camera. With desktop you won't get video camera, you have to buy video camera in extra. Then speaker also you have to buy, microphone also you have to buy. So everything you have to buy it and assemble it. That is desktop system. Then video conferencing network. Video conferencing network. The key to video conferencing is having a way to connect people who need to conference with one another. This is done through a computer network. So doing video conferencing you should have a computer network, and these networks operate by linking all participants to the video conferencing with one another or to a central system that reflects all the information that participants are contributing. So 2 main types of networks are used here. One is ISDN network and IP network. So ISDN network or integrated service digital network connects people through a line. There will be one line, as you can see in the picture, that remote access client will get one ISDN adapter, then one ISDN cloud, or you can say there will be an application. Again on the server side there will be one more ISDN adapter, then through that which is a server is connected, and other internet through that machine, other people who are connected to that server, they can access. So there will be a phone line, and that phone line will compress the data. It will also allow audio, video, and it will also allow print data to the network computer simultaneously. That is ISDN. Then IP, Internet Protocol Network, allow people to communicate by using specific computer, and user have to type IP address. So if you want to connect, if you have used Zoom, you will see that in Zoom app you have to give one ID and password. Though password is not compulsory, but there will be a unique ID. So people who has that unique ID only they can have a video call or they can have a video conference. That will be IP. Then advantages of video conferencing. First is the ability to transmit information is easy to understand. It becomes very easy because visual, anything you see, it becomes very easy. The ability to communicate with those who are located in different physical places. During this lockdown, you can say people who are away from their office, who lives far away from their office, they can work from home because it becomes very easy to communicate from far place. Time and money is saved time and money. You don't have to travel from one place to another. That traveling cost is saved, and time is also saved, because since traveling is there is no traveling, so that time it is saved, that is otherwise spent in traveling for short meetings. The chance to get input from employees immediately, or in telemedicine diagnosis consultation can be done immediately. So during this lockdown also, it was seen that many people consulted their doctor through video conferences. Even diagnoses were done, means the doctor could diagnose the patient through video conferencing. And in rural areas, this technology helps in education and healthcare. In rural area, a teacher from a city, they can take classes in those rural area. But in rural area, there is also one disadvantage, that network issue will be there, or maybe people may not have all the equipment. So if government takes some step that they will conduct a class, and they will take all the responsibility of conducting that online classes, then this will be one kind of advantage. Then applications where video conferencing is applied. First, in education. So through even online classes, you already know, through video conferencing classes were taken. Then in medicine, so through video conferencing, as I already said, that diagnosis can be done, and through doctor discussion can be done. Then defense forces, the people in defense use video conferencing for everything, like training, war planning. It speeds up work of the military justice system by connecting experts in one location with military tribunals. So there will be some places where it might take time to reach. So the senior officer, what they can do, they can train, or they can discuss the plan through video conferencing. Then in business, from a very long time, video conferencing has been used for doing meeting or in short notice. And so in business also, this time and money was saved. Then e-learning. So e-learning means online learning. This is also e-learning. Right now you are doing e-learning, staying at home, using your computer or mobile phone to learn through WhatsApp. Now in this e-learning, there are certain features, like learner control his own interaction with the content and presentation. If you do not understand something, you can reverse it, you can pause it. So that's an advantage, the learner can control. Then learner has opportunities for reflection and application. It provides rich, flexible tools chosen to create, collects and distribute information on demand, and it contexts well to learn intra and extra organization. If you need some extra information, then if I want to collect different information from different sources, from different websites, and if you people have some demand, like we want to learn this thing more in details, then in that way we can collect more information. Then learning occurs in meetings. So like meeting, we all are meeting through online, we can learn through this meetings and all. Then rapid application development through interactive increment design process. There are certain applications, so in that application you can what you can do through iterative. So means you can interact with those application. You can take online test. You can see how much you have developed, how much you have learned from that particular chapter or from that particular topic. Then process of learning is not one-way process, it is multi-way. Learner, content learner, and expert learner, expert content, and expert. So this is not only one process that only teachers will say or the student will hear, or here I can also learn, you can also learn. There will be content and you can learn from that. There are expert from the expert, a learner can learn. Then expert, and again content and expert. Both from both sides there might be some expert. Then advantages are e-learning encourages interaction among students and educators, accommodate different learning style, like I can collect different type of images from internet and or videos, then include in this PPT. From there you can through different style you can learn from it. fosters self-paced learning whereby students can learn at the rate they prefer. So whenever you want to learn, like in the morning or in evening, you can see this video and learn at your flexible time. You can pause it, do some your own work, then come back and play it. So there is also one advantage. Students to access anytime, any place, just like you are staying at home, at any time you can see from any place. Reduces travel time and also travel cost for student. Now you don't have to travel for from home to school, so there the time is also saved and the cost is also saved. Encourages student to browse information through hyperlinks to sites on the world wide web. So if there is any extra information you want to know which is not included in this video, what you can do, you can go to the browser, type that particular topic on Word, and you can you can know more about that topic. Provide context sensitive help to computer users and help them complete tasks on the fly. So very easily you can complete your task. Develop knowledge of the internet that will help learner throughout their career. So as you are using this e-learning, or you are learning through online, so it will develop your knowledge more about internet. You might be learning some new things. So these are the advantages, and if you don't have to know all the advantages for your exam, you just have to know only 4 to 5 advantages. And even if you think that you have some other advantages in your mind, you can include those points too. Then disadvantages, such a long points, so many points. Even here you don't have to know all the disadvantages for your exam, but just for your knowledge you have to know everything. But for your exam, if you want to know any disadvantage, if you want to learn any 4 to 5 disadvantages, you can learn it and you can write those disadvantages. And again, if you have your own point, then even those points you can include it. Students with poor study habits may fall behind. Just like these classes, I have seen that many people do not attend the online class. So those who have poor habits, they will fall behind. Means if they have not done a single class, then they have to learn from first chapter. So it will take time for them to cover everything. So they will fall behind. Lack of familiar structures and routine may take getting used to. So now since you have been doing online classes like from March last or beginning of April, so since that time your routine is totally different. Now again, if you have to come to school, you are already familiar with these online classes, so it will take few days or few weeks to get used to those normal classes. Students may feel isolated or miss social interaction. So since you are at home, you don't meet your friend, there is less social interaction. Instructor may not always be available on demand, like I might be busy after this class. So in school I was available, like I might be in my staff room. If you have any doubt, you could have come to me and clear your doubts. But now anytime I won't be available. If you have any doubt, you might post it, or I might reply it maybe in evening or maybe tomorrow. So that's one disadvantage. Slow or unreliable internet connection can be frustrating. Few students already complain about that they have very slow internet, so they could not view the video on time. So that is also one disadvantage. Managing learning software can involve a learning curve. If those people who are not used to with softwares or applications, they might take some time to learn about that application. So WhatsApp everyone know, but if we use Zoom application, then they have to learn about Zoom app. Some courses such as traditional hands-on courses can be difficult to simulate, like art and craft. It is not possible to do online. Then hard for instructor to move traditional content online. If there are some traditional content like earlier things, though, it is not possible to bring those content online. More time consuming for instructor, like I have to create a PPT, then I have to make screen record it, voice record it, then edit it. So it takes time for me. That is one of the disadvantage. Equipment needs of students and learning providers, like I need some equipments. I have to take a microphone, I have to take a computer. So these are also some equipment. You also needs maybe headphone or a mobile phone or a laptop or computer and desktop. So that is one disadvantage. Technical training and support of learners and instructions. If there are some teachers who are not used to with this technology, then they have to take technical training, then they have to take some support to learn. Then academic honesty of online student. So there might be students who are not doing the classes means 50% of the student does not do, means they do not do the classes. As I can see how many people have seen the message, we can easily know. So that's also a disadvantage. Then types and effectiveness of assessment, lack of face-to-face interaction. So the interaction, whatever happens face-to-face, it is very effective, but since there is no face-to-face interaction, it is not effective. Requires new skills and responsibilities from learner. So you are learning new things, so you have to take your own responsibility. So those who have taken their own responsibility, you will see they are developing, but those who are just ignoring it, they will stay behind. Does not provide many social aspect of true campus or traditional classroom. So the campus of a school or traditional classroom, it has a different impact compared to this online, so that won't provided through online classes. Pros and cons of studying by an instructor or through an e-learning module. E-banking. So e-banking means internet banking. If you are doing any banking like keeping money or checking account balance, applying for loans and all, that is known as e-banking. So there are levels of e-banking business, like basic information e-banking. Those are websites that thus disseminates information or banking product. What are the products or what are the offers or informations are provided by the bank, so that you can browse through any bank website and get that information. That is basic information. Then simple transaction website that allows bank customer to submit application for different services. If you want any service from bank, like you want loan, you want to know your bank balance, you want to get a new checkbook, or you want to transfer your account, so those simple transaction is known as a simple transaction e-banking. Advanced transactional e-banking website that allows bank customer to electronically transfer funds to or from their account. So transferring funds from your account to another's account, or getting fund from another person to your account, that is known as advanced transactional e-banking. Then in e-banking there is electronic authentication, like PIN number, PKI, or different token numbers are given. So verifying the identities of a customer and authorized e-banking activities are integral part of e-banking, since traditional paper-based and person identity authentication methods reduce the speed and efficiency. Means earlier you have heard or not, I don't know, it took hours for doing any transaction in bank. First a very long line, you have to stand for like hours in that line, you have to take a slip, you have to fill up that form, then you have to submit it, and like 2 or 3 days, after 2-3 days you get that money, or you can take out that money. So it was a very long process, and for that it has been converted, that is digitalized. But even in digitalized earlier, means when newly it was introduced, frauds or those threats or stealing of money, online crime was increased. After that, then this PIN number, like passwords and personal identification number or OTP, has been introduced. Even digital certificates are there, which can be used by bank people. Then microchip based device such as smart cards, which is also known as ATM. Then database comparison, database will be compared like account number, name and PIN number, they will compare. And biometric identification, using biometric identification also it can be checked. Then e-commerce, you already know about e-commerce or online shopping. So e-commerce is an internet service or buying or selling goods, and which is totally different from traditional market. Now you can buy online. So let's see some advantages of online shopping. The major advantage of online shopping is convenience. By sitting at home, you can shop anything you want. Just you have to browse through the app, you have to search it, and you will get it. You don't have to move from one place to another. You do not have to travel stuck in a traffic loop, and you have to then park your car. So that one is advantage. Your traveling is saved, and even the weather is not good, you can stay at home, you can shop. Its facilities available for product price comparison. You can compare with different websites, then which one you like obviously where price is low and product is same, we buy those from those websites. Since on many companies have come up with the facilities of online shopping, the price comparison and quality comparison of the product and services are possible. It is accessible round the clock. You don't have to wait for a particular time to start. Anytime in these 24 hours, maybe late at night, you can also do your shopping. In addition, unlike local store, you can avail discount coupons. There are different websites who provide discount coupons. Using those discount coupons, you can apply it in Flipkart or Amazon, and you can get your products at a very low price. When it comes to payment, you can easily pay through credit card, debit card, when online shopping. Also, cash on delivery is available. When you get the product, you can pay your money. Even Flipkart has options of pay later. I don't know if you know or not. You get your product, you can pay it later, means next month before 10th of the next month you can pay the money. Disadvantages of online shopping: although online shopping is 24/7 available, you cannot feel or touch the items. So sometimes we get wrong products. Suppose we are buying some clothes, it says it is cotton, but when you buy and you touch it, when you receive the product, you see it is not cotton. So that is one disadvantage. Most common grumble people with online store is regarding warranties. So some of the product does not have any warranty and you cannot return it. When purchased online, billing errors are common things you may encounter, whereas local store the errors are nearly impossible. So billing means I had one experience. I brought one perfume. Then that perfume, it showed that after 10% or that discount, they gave me discount, but later I checked that MRP and that online price is way too different. Then credit card security issue is another major disadvantage, despite the fact that how secure the website claims to. Even those websites are secure, but you cannot say that your transaction is safe. E-reservation, online ticketing or buying tickets online, like from what you say, GoIBivo or Make My Trip. These are all e-reservation where you can book bus tickets or hotels or flight tickets, rail tickets, or you can book your entire traveling package. That is e-reservation. So advantage of e-reservation: for airline, the most obvious advantage is cost saving. If you have booked tickets online, you will say that airline tickets are very low cost. It is very cheaper compared to if you go and buy those tickets. E-ticketing also gives a corporate easier accounting. You can easily account, all the accounting part can be done. Less time is wasted with e-tickets for both consumer and producer. You don't have to go and you have to check everything. Like, process is very fast. Airlines not only save paper ticket cost, because you can have your digital ticket, and that also operating cost is saved. Travel agents also save by skipping the person by printing paper tickets, or consumers on the hand spend less time waiting for line for check-in. One only needs to provide a photo ID at the airport to get the boarding pass directly without any busy paperwork. For business people on tight schedules, those people who do business, they have very tight schedule, for them it is very convenient. A consumer also has advantage of not having to worry about losing the tickets or forgetting or bringing the tickets. Even if you lose the ticket, you can again download it from their website. So these are the advantages. You can write your advantages from your own also. Then disadvantages: most disadvantaged questions are the consumer. Sometimes technology insufficient happens due to computer crash. While you book your ticket, if the computer crash, then you have to wait. Then some passenger reservations have vanished. This has happened in past. The paper tickets holders do not have advantages over e-ticket users. So those people who have paper tickets, they do not have any advantages over e-ticket users. If you have e-tickets and someone has paper tickets, so you will get the preference. Then paper tickets documents that the airline is honor bound to follow. Paper ticket, they have to follow all those rules and regulations. This is case of missing reservation for unsolved technical difficulty. With e-ticketing, the technology has replaced human force. In other words, e-ticketing transformation further creates unemployment. As you already know, that unemployment has increased, or it is increasing every year. The reason is that everything has become technologically, or you can say everything has been done by computers or robots. So the less human is required now to do different type of works. Due to which unemployment is also increasing. In future also this will increase more, because technology is developing, robots are developing. As you have seen, maybe you have seen in other countries nowadays, foods are delivered through drone. They don't need any like Zomato have already started delivering their food using a drone to the people. And so if these technologies are also used in India, then what will happen? Those people who deliver food, then they will lose their job. With e-ticketing, the technology has replaced the human force, we discussed. Then there are also security issue with self-check in kiosk. In the event of flight cancellation or delay, people ticket holder have also have the upper hand. Paper tickets are better off than e-tickets. So if your flight is cancelled, then you have to wait to get your money back. Social networking. So social networking, you already know. All of you use Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, Snapchat. So I think I don't have to discuss what is social networking, but there are certain characteristics. It is user profile. Your profile will be there, like your name, then what is your hobbies, or about this user profile. Then photo albums and gallery, you can upload your photos, you can make a gallery, you can make a album of your all photos. Build conversation, that is you can comment in those posts or in their photos. Then live chats, you can also live chat using all these all these social networking sites. Then tagging alerts, most of social media sites alert member through email or inside notification. You get notification if somebody tags you in a photo or in a post. Then birthday or anniversary, this is very advantage if you don't have to remember anyone's birthday, because Facebook and Instagram, Facebook basically remembers birthday, and that's one advantage. So I'll stop here. The video has already become very long, so if you have any question, you can ask me now.